Hello, I'm Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Tim Spiers. Tim, what a game, what a team, what a manager. Fair result, wasn't it, really, at the end of the day?
Yeah, I mean, they rode their luck, but they earned it. They were very unlucky at Leicester last week. They hit the woodwork 3 times at Leicester. Today it was Man City who hit the woodwork 3 times. So that's payback, is how I would term that. And they earned it. They gave Man City a right old fright. I really enjoyed it. It was a great match to watch.
From a neutral point of view? Very
easy on the eye. No, from a Wolves point of view, Nathan. I was not neutral. No, yeah, absolutely. You know, from a neutral point of view, certainly the watching millions would have really enjoyed that. It was just 2 very good teams going head to head, and I loved Wolves' approach.
Yes.
You know, they went for it. They didn't sit back. There was no parking the bus. But they were so committed, so wholehearted, but with lots of quality as well, and attacking in decent numbers. Obviously, they had to defend a lot of the time, and City had 70% possession, but Wolves got forward whenever they could.
Yeah.
It was a real kind of end-to-end game, first half in particular. On another day they could have won and caused the shock of the season. You've got to remember, Man City, there's Nuno. Should we get Nuno?
There's Nuno. Should we get him on? Do you reckon? Nuno.
No. It took one look. No.
No.
So Man City played 38 Premier League games last season, as did all the other Premier League teams.
Yes.
And they won 32. So only 6 teams stopped them winning. Wolves stopped them winning last season as well in the Carabao Cup, and now they've done it already this season, despite the fact that City effortlessly beat Chelsea in the Community Shield. Arsenal breezed past them 2-0. They thumped Huddersfield 6-1 last week, and they couldn't beat Wolves today.
And they just looked more comfortable on the ball, didn't they? They took their time, they looked more relaxed.
They looked like Wolves of last season. They were nervous against Everton, they were unlucky against Leicester, and they were like their normal selves today at Fortress Molineux, which honestly, it is a fortress. They've still only lost twice at Molineux under Nuno.
So they're going to keep on buying extra fireworks every home game. There's one for like 20 minutes.
You know, next home games here are against Burnley and Southampton, and neither of those teams will fancy coming here at all.
No.
If Wolves can produce a performance like that against average Premier League opponents, so-called average Premier League opponents, they'll win games.
And that's the question, isn't it? Can they do that? Because it's easy to get yourself up for a Manchester City, the champions of England, when teams like Burnley and Southampton, that's what they've got to do. They've got to raise a game to those standards.
I don't think motivation will be a problem. It wasn't a motivation last year when they were coasting the league. It hasn't been a problem for these players. We've seen it in the past. In the League Cup last year as well, it wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll get a win on Tuesday to kick things off in terms of victories this season against Sheffield Wednesday. But yeah, certainly they'll take confidence. They'll definitely take confidence from this game, because some of them may have been wondering, you know, they weren't themselves against Everton, and then they were very unlucky last week, and they lost 2-0. And those were thinking, you know, can we do this? Can we do this? But they've done it today. They've got a point against Man City, and that will give them confidence going to West Ham away, which looks winnable to me. And
there's not many teams that will take it to Manchester City like Wolves did today. They really created chances, didn't they? Not just 1 or 2, but 4 or 5 good, clear-cut chances.
Yeah, they were, you know, half a yard from scoring in the first half with that offside goal. Jota had a great chance near the end. Costas had one as well. Neves had a few from range. They were asking loads of questions of one of the top 3 teams in the world. That's just a phenomenal thing to be able to say, but it's true. They gave everything today. I was so impressed with a number of players, particularly the back 3. I thought they were outstanding. All three of them kind of saved goals at one point or another. They all covered for each other brilliantly. They didn't let Man City drag them out of their shape. Patricio was unbelievable behind them. Made some
sort of sprinkler situation going on here.
It's normally on us.
Yeah, it is.
Unlucky.
I love it.
Patricia made an unbelievable save.
My God, Timothy.
Probably
that was a save of the season.
Save of the season so far, yeah, absolutely. It was phenomenal. And then ahead of them, Martino had his best games so far. He was a class act, very classy on the ball. And the respect
some of the players were giving to Martino. They know all about him, don't they?
Well, said it pre-match. You know, he's been there, he's done it. This game was never going to faze him, and it didn't. And he showed his quality. I thought the wing backs worked tremendously hard. Neves did well. And then the front 3 all caused problems. And then the man who came on caused even more. The express train who sat to my left there, Adama Traore. Don't sing his name. He's literally right there. It'd be embarrassing. No, trying to be journalist here. I've just interviewed him. You can't sing his name.
I'm just going to get a pic later on a selfie and an autograph.
Do not do that.
Okay. Look, Manchester City, of course, create chances, but they're always going to do that with the world-class players that they've got at Pep's disposal.
Yes, no, absolutely.
In the second half, you know, I mean, they did come for it, and they had a couple of great chances towards the end. But you've got to ride your luck, and I think they earned that luck.
No, but they still restricted them compared to what other teams have done this season, and they haven't given away too many chances to play yet so far this season. They're keeping the shape that's been drilled into them over the past year. And like I said, yes, they rode the luck a bit, but Patricio, that one outstanding save from the 25-yarder from Sterling, but other than that, his defence protected him really well. There's a couple of occasions where they were kind of in on goal, and Willy Bolly was probably man of the match today. Him and Martino are probably the standout players. Heldecost was very good as well, by the way, I should say that.
Don't say it too loud because he's...
Oh yeah, sorry. Heldecost was outstanding, undroppable.
Wow! Forward into the tunnel.
Heldecost played like a man.
Yeah, just give you one thing and salute.
Who had that guy on the bench ready to come on.
Fair play though, Heldecost, you know what I mean? Like you say, and a few people weren't happy with the team selection. They were expecting to see Adama Traore today, and he proved Nuno correct. Yeah,
because pre-match, if you compared the 135 minutes that Jota's done this season compared to the 45 of Traore, you say it's a no-brainer. But Nuno kept Traore on the leash and showed faith in Jota, Costa, who repaid that faith. I thought he was his best player in the first half, certainly in an attacking sense. Gave Mendy something to think about and pegged Mendy back, because Mendy was such a threat, but Costa helped quell that threat for large chunks of the game, which is impressive.
Oh, that sprinkler's getting close, I'll be honest.
Joke can be enough.
And I just wish he'd taken that chance. That's maybe just that little bit more confidence down here. He took an extra touch and just moved away, but it was one-on-one really, wasn't it?
Yeah, although that led to the goal because it came from the corner. But yes, no, it was a fantastic burst. He burst past Laporte and company, raced through on goal. It was brilliant play, but he should have had a shot. Instead, he tried to round the keeper and the keeper saved. But like I said, it led to the corner. It was a goal. The handball.
What do you mean handball? That's a stunning header.
Handball. The hand of Willie.
Oh, dear me. VAR apparently. Don't need it, do we?
Yes. No, VAR would have ruled that out. It was handball. But like, do you know what?
Meh, don't care.
Wolves were so unlucky last week.
Yeah.
That was the reason they lost that game. And one of the main reasons they've drawn this game is because they've got a bit of luck.
Yeah, and so, Patricia, like you say, Patricia in the second half made a couple of important saves as well. She was every inch of the free transfer, every pound of the free transfer they paid for him.
Yeah, Asterix.
TBD.
Might be a disclaimer on the bottom of the video at this point.
Hashtag tribunal.
His shot stopping ability is second to none. His kicking's atrocious.
You can't say that.
It's awful. He just put it out of play twice.
He smells divine though.
I tell you what, Adama Traore's hand smells amazing.
Does it? I
Rose shook his hand
with cream.
It smells really good.
Fish.
Also the other Kickstarter.
Because I have fish.
You can't let that in.
Jeez.
I can't believe you said that. I can't believe it. Next question.
Okay, so we move on now. I'll tell you what though, for confidence building, and you know, they were looking at potentially if they lost this game today, 1 point from 3 games and probably like in the bottom 3 or 4. Now psychologically, what that does to the players moving on to West Ham United.
You've got tears in your eyes, I love it.
I know.
No, it does, and we'll see what West Ham do. As it stands, it's 1-1 at Arsenal. But West Ham look there for the taking. A home crowd ready to turn. They go there with increased confidence from this game, and for the rest of the season. And like I said, 3 out of their next 4, they've got West Ham, Southampton, and Burnley, all winnable games. This video is incredible. Utter professionalism. 3 out of the next 4 look winnable now to me. So if they can do that, hey, they're right at the table and flying.
Absolutely.
But
before that, we've got Sheffield Wednesday going to Hillsborough, one of my favourite grounds, Tim.
A game that nobody's looking forward to.
Nobody's looking forward to. Nobody wants.
There's a real lack of motivation for that game.
I'm struggling to get myself up for that, and we were up for that today, weren't we?
Except if you're Courtney Hawes, Danny Bart, or Adama Traore, or possibly Leander Dendoncker.
Yeah.
Certainly Morgan Gibbs-White,
Ryan Giles,
Leo Bonatini,
John Ruddy,
Ruben Vanagra.
Oh, I'm struggling here.
Will Norris might get the second half. Roman Sace.
Oscar Rasmussen.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's the team.
I'll take it. There you go. Named it.
No,
sorry, Nuno.
It would be good. It would be good. I think.
Is Nuno even going to travel?
Ian Cathro's taking charge of that one. It will be
Just to keep a winning run going, yeah? Or undefeated.
Okay. Winning run going, then won, yeah. Undefeated. They lost to Leicester last week.
They're undefeated 1.
Right, okay. The theme of Tuesday will be to get that first win on the board, I think.
Yeah.
And also to see some of these fringe players, obviously. It'd be great for Dendoncker to get his debut. I'm sure Traore will start, because I think...
Because you think Costa's probably letting himself another start?
You probably can't drop Costa for West Ham, so it's for real.
It's unbelievable.
So good for Morgan Gibbs-White as well. Bonatini would be great if he could get a goal. You've got Ramesses, who deserves a game. Bloody hell, how he hasn't played a minute this season.
Yeah, there's a bit sulky on the bench, to be fair.
Villagra, possibly Ryan Giles, and then you've got Hawes and Danny Botton. Well, Ruddy. Yeah, good for them all to get a game and a good test.
Happy days. Should we finish that there?
Yeah, before anything else goes wrong.
Disappointing video, but I enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it as well.
Wolves 1, Manchester City 1. For the first match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.